today we're gonna check out Project Troy's 302 cubic inch V8 engine, 3.97, and I measured with a micrometer. It's more like 3.9, a little bit, excuse me. Okay, the stock bore on a 302 cubic inch V8 is here's the heads of the 302 cubic inch engine, both left and right heads, the oil pan, water pump, distributor, amongst other parts. Take a walk around the 302 cubic inch V8 302. It's got roller lifters. The way you can tell is I'd already taken off that plate and lifted the lifters out, and they had rollers on the bottom. So it's a factory roller lifted engine. This is a 1995 Mustang GT engine. And we're going to look up the bore. The factory bore is, let's see here, factory bore, if we can get the dang camera to focus on this phone here, 3.781 is the factory bore on one of these 302 engines. And I measured the bore inside on this engine, and it averaged about 3.98. So this engine's been bored up a bit. So from 3.781, so from 3.7 inches to 3.97 inches of bore. So this engine has been bored up, has the TRD pistons in it. They do have a Ford stamp on them, but it says TRW on the other side of the piston. So it's a high compression piston. I'm going to take these pistons out, and I'm going to open the ring gap to 30 thousandths. Of course, after I continue to clean the carbon, decarbonize the tops of the pistons, which I've already started doing with this tool right here. And looking the engine over, I've got a whole new gasket kit, got a new timing chain, a nice Molly full gasket set. Gonna do a nice little cylinder hone while I'm removing the pistons to do the ring gap. I'm gonna get 30 thousandths of ring gap. I'm gonna do one piston at a time, so there's no way I can mix up things, because you don't want to ever mix up the rod caps or the bearings or anything like that. And if I see a bearing that's out of round or scratched or scored, I'm going to replace the bearing. So, well, this is the beginning video on Project Troy's 302 cubic inch V8. If I didn't say so earlier, here's the oil pan. Here are the heads. Take a little peek. Whoop. Not like that. Well, there are the heads. Nice heads. I'll show more videos to follow. Also, another thing to check out a lot is check out the freeze plugs, that they're in good shape. If they're not, this is the best time to change out your freeze plugs while the engine's on a stand. So timing chain is going to get changed out because, as you can see, it's mighty loose. So I've got a nice new double roller timing chain to go in there. So little by little, I'm going to start working this 302 cubic inch V8, which with the bore it's at, it's probably more of a, probably a 307 because of the extra bore. So it's probably a 307 cubic inch 302. Because 3.71 to 3.97, that's quite a bore difference. And my micrometer was almost leading to 3.98 because it was like 3.9799 and some change, which gets rounded up to the next whole number, which would be 3.98 bore. Anywho, it's a good engine. I see a little bit of a slight scoring on the sides, just a little bit, not real bad, but the honer will take care of that. Watch the engine turn over, nice and easy. Nice and easy. So bearings upon initial inspection, smooth operation. You can see everything's working nice and smooth. So yes, first video on Project Troy's 302 cubic inch engine from a 1999 Ford Mustang GT. And thank you for watching Mad Boosting. Like it, please like and subscribe and share with your friends, all that good stuff. And Mad Boosting. See if you can see it, because the engine right here has a 3.98 bore, and you calculate that with 3.126 stroke, and it equals 311 cubic inches. So that's the displacement of this engine. Originally a 302 cubic inch, but this one is actually a 311 cubic inch. So it is definitely a bored up, worked up engine. And we will continue to build up on this engine and get it running good again. Gap the rings to 30 thousandths. And we're going to prepare this for 2 turbos. Now I'm going to show you some other things that I haven't shown you yet. Here is the intake manifold that's going to go on it. It's an Edelbrock intake manifold, and it looks to be a Performer series. And we've got the Demon 650 double pumper carburetor, which is a blow-through carburetor. I may stick my quick fuel carburetor on there, which is actually a 650 CFM also, but it's a better blow-through carb. Here's the turbo header we're going to put on here. Is a T3 flange, and as you can see, the header is for a 302 cubic inch Ford. So we're going to put 2 turbos on there. This is the header for it. And if you could look right over there, I got the other header sitting on another 91 302 cubic inch V8. And there's the turbocharger, a TO4E. It's a hybrid turbo, and that's what we're going to stick on this 302 over here, except we're going to stick 2 of them on there. 2 TO4E hybrid turbos, which is going to make this little 302. This little 302 is going to sing nice with 2 TO4Es on it. So, introduction to the engine and the configuration that we're going to do. It's a manual transmission F-150 truck, so this is going to be a fun little project. So please like and subscribe to Mad Boosting.